Potter's Journal. Let's do some shots. Don't get the wrong idea. We are going to make them out of clay. Where do you get your inspiration? Well, I hope it's not in the bottom of a bottle. I inherited about 3 of these from my father's mother. I still can't quite figure it out what to do with them. But other people have. And when I couldn't sell a sake set, I think it was around the studio for about 3 years, I turned the sake cups into shots. I thought, okay, a cheap little souvenir you can get $5 for. I should be able to get that out of mine too. But even as shots, they sat around for 3 years. So I put the price down to $3, and they cleared out. Okay, let's see what's going on in the studio today. Let's do some shots. Inspired by my inheritance of Canadian mist, let's do some shots. I'm opening that up with my thumb, and off the hump seems to be the best way to do it. And going back and compressing the bottom over and back, over, lightly, and back again, because S-cracks throwing them this way seem to be the biggest problem, at least for me in the past, the first time I did it. And in addition to doing them small like this, I'm also going to do some individuals thrown on the wheel at a ½ pound. Seems to be the smallest size. You should be able to throw and center an insanely small size, but we'll see what happens. I want to have them at 2 price ranges. So I will put a little bit more into them. At the end, probably the most novel idea, putting a stamp or an impression on them. Using something from inherited from the other side of the family. So, if nothing else, click forward to that or stick around for it. Okay, but this, yeah, for small stuff, seeming to make the most sense. Okay, and these do seem to have multiple uses. They can be for herbs, for dipping, salt. And they could also be tea party cups used around that little toy table with the little toy chairs, the girls and their dolls, maybe a teddy bear. Judging by most of the people who bought them, who seem to be the young parent age, they were going to get multiple uses, that they were going to be used by the girls in the afternoon for the tea party with the dolls. And then Dad was going to put them to use, joined by Mom in the evening. So multiple uses there. Making sure I get the water out of here. That might have been another thing that gave me problems with the S-cracks in the past. And I've been cutting these off sometimes while the wheel, and lifting them with the wheel still spinning. I see a lot of folk potters do that, and maybe with a small piece, because their wheels sometimes don't stop, they just keep spinning. Okay, so now I will have to head across the street to my mother's, try to pick up on the inheritance from my other, her side of the family. Something to make the stamp, make the impression. I got the idea from Broken Arrow Pottery in her stamps video. She probably thought I was joking when I commented. But yes, okay, let's pick up on some more of inspiration from inheritance. Where's your grandma? You're always anxious to see her.
Yeah. Hi, Ralphie.
Your little boy's anxious to see you. Did you get my buttons?
Yeah, I did get your buttons.
Oh, good.
Here they are. Did you get my mail?
Yeah, I've got your mail here. Okay, so if you go first, this was supposed to be what, my inheritance, huh?
Oh yeah, there's plenty more where those come from.
Oh, okay, plenty more. But wait a minute.
I
see it says these are Joe's buttons. These aren't the.
I think the can.
These aren't the good ones. Who's going to get your mother's buttons?
Oh, I don't know. Those are going to hang around a while.
Okay, well, we'll see who goes first. Okay, well, I got to get back home and get back to work. Half a pound of clay. I am convinced that if you are trying to learn to throw, you need about a pound to a pound and a quarter. Something that'll fit in your hand and not something this small. It's impossible to even center a piece of clay this small. And then I think I was throwing some 7-pound bowls a couple weeks ago. I turned them weight loss bowls. They were fruit bowls. If you get a lump of an air bubble in it, or even a rock because it was reclaimed clay, it's just a little air bubble or rock. But if you get something like that in a small piece of clay, it is half a lump of clay. And it throws it off even more. But here we go. I don't say this too often. I don't say this. Okay, let's do some shots. And I am trying to make them narrow on the base and/or in the middle, wider on the top. I want them to feel good in the hand for a celebratory or ceremonial drink. Getting the water out of the inside, and okay, a decorative line, that'll also be somewhere around there where we attach the medallion. Okay, there we go. Yeah, buttons, huh? Okay. I guess everybody stands to inherit such things, a jar full of buttons. I have got to get some clay because these little pots take just as much time as big pots. All the processes, yeah, have to be done. Clean the bottom, and these are still very wet. Okay, so a little dot of slip, and a, make sure this is the right clay. Yeah, 2006 dark. Okay, a little dot of clay. And flatten it. Okay, stick it on there. And choose your button. Okay, some of them have 3 holes, none of them have 3 holes. 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to put this up and down like a diamond. Push it in. And there we go. And that one really sticks out. We'll give it a little push in. That rounds it off, and there we go. Okay, clean the bottom. And maybe this time we will try some white clay. I've also done this with my pig bank eyes, the white clay. And what else? Oh, here's one that's got a little cross and a single hole in the middle, where a hook was on the back. So that'll be different. So far, every one of these is different. Okay, yeah, I like that one. And at a market, this will stop people. They'll look them over one at a time, discuss which one they like, and that hopefully will draw in someone else to buy a piece. And not that the pots aren't all a little different and glazed a little different, but yeah. Buttons may get noticed. You know what? I like the idea of the white clay. I should have did some more of that. Okay. This one's got 2 holes and parallel lines. So let's see what that does. Okay, there we go. And we just have to get in close for this one. For all you crazy button people. Okay, there's that one. And There's that one. Let's get in close for this. And that one. There's the texture. And okay, that one. And okay, let's do some pottery shots. What do they drink where you're from? Raki, mead, sake, comment, subscribe. Are you a crazy button lady? Okay. Okay, I need to get some clay and get to work here soon on something big. Stop back and see what project we come up with next.